Hey everybody, it's Alexis with Create Your Future. And you guys, today I am back with a very exciting success story. It's actually my personal success story. I can't wait to share it with you guys. And yeah, a lot of really juicy info today, so please stay tuned. Before I get started, thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Please hit the bell icon in the box below and you get notified every time that we post new videos. And just a friendly reminder, you guys, that we are still having a contest. So every time that you like, comment on one of our videos about how law of attraction, law of assumption, and or coaching has helped you change your life, you get put into the option to potentially win a free coaching session, which is pretty cool. All right, you guys. So now, without further ado, I have a huge success story to share today, and it's actually me. So my success story is my personal success story about manifesting marriage with my SP. So I can kind of not believe that I'm actually doing this success story because my manifestation happened way sooner, way quicker in my timeline than I expected. And I was sitting here in my office at my computer thinking about all the client success stories that I have, right? And all the people that I've helped through coaching to change their thoughts and change their state of being, also to manifest their dreams. And I thought, wait a minute, I am a success story and I feel comfortable sharing it. I haven't shared a lot of my personal information in my success stories or on the channel, but I think that this is one I'm really proud of, and the details of it and how I manifested it are pretty specific. So I also wanted to go into some of that today and also announce my brand new course if you're interested on how to manifest the marriage of your dreams. So I'm married. If you have noticed that I've been doing less videos or that I've been less active on our channel, it's because I manifested falling in love, getting adored and cherished by my SP, moving in together, and then us getting married within a 10-month time period. So I had done a lot of work on myself before meeting the SP and before things had really happened. And I'll go into that today, but it just goes to show that when you really get on top of your thoughts and you get on top of where are you living from, where are your thoughts in relation to what you want to manifest and what you want to create in your reality, it really can happen at a rapid rate. You guys, this whole thing almost happened at a rapid rate that was too rapid for me, Alexis. I had kind of thought that maybe it would happen in a couple of years or something like that. And it just manifested and felt so natural and so effortless and so wonderful and so meant to be, right? Because things are meant to be when we're aligned and in resonance with us. So it all culminated and happened in such a beautiful way. So we did go through in a short period, we did go through leaps and bounds and issues in the relationship. And I went through a lot of self-change work on loving myself and adoring myself and accepting myself, and also being comfortable, feeling safe in my relationship, safe in my marriage, and manifesting for the version of me and the version of him that felt comfortable being vulnerable, having a lifelong, lasting commitment, and having it go the way that we wanted it to go. Okay, so that was huge for me. I've done a lot of videos about clients who have had an inclination, right, that a lot of people have, is to chase after their SP. Well, to be frank about it, you guys, me, Alexis, I usually had the opposite problem. I was uncomfortable being vulnerable in love, uncomfortable being fully myself with someone, and fully open to the love experience. And I would usually find things wrong with previous partners. Now, they were also not the right person for me. So that's also okay. And that's something to think about, right? Because this SP was also culmination of all of the work that I had done on myself and what I was really ready for at my level of consciousness is what I believe now. Okay. So, so that's what I want to talk about today. So if you're out there and you happen to be the person that gets fearful in love or feels unsafe in love or doesn't feel like you open up to very many people, or you have a difficulty being vulnerable, then I really understand that. I felt that way for a very long time. And I felt that maybe that, this whole thing wasn't really going to necessarily happen for me in a deep way until I worked on those things also about myself because I knew that it was happening, and then manifested in someone that was just too good to be true because he is such a cutie pie. Okay. So, all right. So let's go into that a little bit today. I have some notes here of things to go over and then also about my course. So I have created a brand new course because I honed in on how to do this specific method for myself, how to think thoughts, and also how to embody the state of the wish fulfilled, which I did a lot. So once I began to really hone in on feeling safe and secure and stable in my relationship, and also intending that I would feel safe and secure and stable in my marriage, that I could be vulnerable and be valued and be adorable and have my needs met, that I could feel the way that I want to feel, to know that my partner would take care of and be there for me and honor me and love me and adore me through thick and thin, because that's what most of us really want, is to have your partner, your significant other, your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend really hold you in place and space when, through all the phases of life, right? So once I began working on that, I also mechanically began to live in the end of marriage. Okay. Now, you can also be living in the end of marriage if you're working on your self concept and you're adoring yourself and loving yourself and accepting yourself as you are right now. So I did that when we had first met, and I really worked on fully accepting me, loving me. And I have had a lot of clients also do this, where I accepted all the parts of me that maybe I previously have been programmed to not accept, right? Because all of us have some area that we feel like maybe we're resistant to accepting, and that could be sort of what's blocking us from deep love with somebody, right? But you guys, it's not true, because you want to work on yourself, self-evolve, self-change, create new patterns for yourself, right? Have a mental diet, love yourself and like yourself in a brand new way, but also know that right now you are perfectly perfect as you are. And that right now, everything with you is as it should be, because the moment that you decide that you accept yourself and that everyone accepts you, then you push that out. Okay. So in any event, I did that also, but I mechanically lived in the end of being married. Once I figured out that I wanted to be with this guy, and once I figured out like, oh, like this is the real deal. Like this is really what I want. I'm really ready for it now. It can happen and no problem. We're ready for it. He's ready for it. I'm ready for it. Okay. And so I lived in the end of being married. I lived in the end with my thoughts of having a different last name. I lived in the end of having a whole different identification of self, because in my opinion, there's a big difference between living with someone and being a girlfriend to living with someone and being someone's wife. So I go into this in my course, and the course, by the way, is called How to Manifest Your Happy Ever After, and on really how to manifest the marriage of your dreams with your SP. So I was really clear about that, right? And you guys, like I've said in so many videos, it didn't matter what happened in my 3D reality. It didn't matter if we were talking about marriage all the time, or if we went to go look at rings, or if we had told people that we were getting married or whatever. It didn't matter. I didn't base any of my thought space or any of my inner energy based upon what was happening outside of me. I just practiced day in and day out. I am now a married person. I am now a wifey. Interesting. I am now, my full married name. I am married to so and so, right? So that for me was a big jump, and it was a big leap. So that's why I talk a lot about in one-on-one sessions about, are you living in the end? And Neville Goddard talked about living in the state of the wish fulfilled. That's why he talked about that so much. So it's accessing a state of being that's not in the lack of the manifestation, that's not in the lack of the relationship, that is fully embodied as if it's already happened. So at the appropriate time, in this quick 10-month period, I took myself there mechanically, because I thought, well, okay. And like, you guys, listen, like I already said, I didn't think it would happen so quickly, but because I gave attention to it, I gave thought space to it, I held the energy of it, like it really happened. And we couldn't be any happier than and any happier than we've ever been. Okay. So I know that it works. And I know that even if you are in the lack of the relationship, if you are in the lack of love, you guys, you can manifest the marriage of your dreams. You can manifest anything and everything using this way of doing it. So I also thought thoughts on purpose. I did a lot of affirmations. I made sure that I was on a clean mental diet about being married, but also being cherished, treasured, adored, and loved by him, because that's really what I wanted. I didn't just want something that was like another kind of relationship dynamic. The other thing about the course I'm coming out with goes into what is the relationship dynamic that you want, right? I know for me, I wasn't the one in the relationship that would be doing a lot of pursuing or a lot of figuring out for the relationship or a lot of that energetic feeling. I wanted to be the one that was reciprocative, receiving, and allowing, and a wonderful counterpart to my husband. That's what I decided for me. As 1950s as that sounds, that's actually what a fair number of my clients want. So I think we're kind of having a revival socially about what we want in relationships, in marriages, and in unions, because that really resonated with me. Okay. So in the course that I'm coming out with, I go into what thoughts did I actually think that created the living in the end zone with my SP? What thoughts did I think that he was thinking about being married to me? What thoughts did I think that he was thinking about marriage? Okay. Because you want to make sure that you're not thinking negative thoughts that your SP is thinking, because thought transmission is real. There is no separation between you and your SP ever. And when it comes to marriage, it's no different. Okay. So if you happen to see marriage and like a lifelong commitment, like most of us do, is this big thing, then this course will also really help you. It comes with 2 pre-recorded hypnosis audios. One is designed to get you to be living in the end of the marriage, to be living in the end of the wish fulfilled, to be living in the state of marriage like I did. And then, you can listen to it, to repeat it, to really get your inner self, your inner state used to what that feels like. And then I have an appendix also of all the intentions that I use, plus some really good ones for the relationship dynamic itself. And then also for yourself as self-concept of husband or wife, because I do think that they're different. So we want to make sure that you have a bona fide self-concept that is thinking thoughts as the husband or wife of your choosing, and then also thinking thoughts of the marriage dynamic, the relationship dynamic that you have with the SP. So you got to do both. I also go into other little like tips and tricks I did, because I did do a lot of acting as if. And I did do a lot of thinking thoughts throughout the day that I would be thinking if we were married. Okay. So, I just go into just my personal journey about things that I've used in manifesting this, and just really manifesting everything, because the saturation process of your mind and getting your mind to fully integrate with that which you want is different for everybody. Okay. So, and this course can be used by men. It can be used by women. It can be used for a union of, male, male, female, female, male, female, they, them, and theirs, they, them, and theirs, everybody. Okay. So it's not specific to heterosexual couples because I'm heterosexual. It's for everybody and anybody, because marriage and union, it is the same, especially in the living in the end state. Okay. So you guys, please, if you're out there and you're thinking that manifesting marriage is difficult, or if you're living with someone and you just can't get over the hump, like if you just can't grasp marrying them, being married to them, how to create that manifestation, then this course is designed for you. And just to go over the bullet points again. So the course is a 60-minute approximate recorded course that you get with slides. It's downloadable once you buy it. And then also the 2 hypnosis audios, and then a workbook that's about 10 to 12 pages long. That's also downloadable. So it's bona fide with everything that you need to manifest marriage. Okay. I am so excited about this course. I haven't come out with a new course in a while, but I really thought that through this unique process I went in about 10 months to manifest with my SP that which I wanted, it was time to share it with you guys, because I have a lot of clients who are just wanting the extra push to get over the hump. And other things I go into in the course are how your energy creates. How do we create our reality, and then how do we recreate our reality? Okay. So that's that, you guys. So I can't wait to hear feedback about it and to get in success stories about clients of mine that have taken the course or that are doing coaching and that have manifested marriage also, because there's nothing like being in the relationship dynamic that you really want, manifesting it on purpose, and then getting to live in it every day. It's super fun. I would have never thought that maybe I would have not thought that this was possible 10 years ago, but I'm really happy that I put in the work on myself and then put in the work for us, and that I'm here to teach it to you guys and to live to tell the tale. Okay, so I think that's everything that I wanted to go over in the video today. Just remember, you guys, just some basics, right, about reality, that your reality is you pushed out, and that your thoughts create, your thoughts are things, your thoughts manipulate everything, because everything is energy. I have done so many videos about these different concepts and the different principles, but please remember that whatever you want, you can have, and that your desire for it means that two things: it's already done energetically, and that you can create the right thoughts, the right state, so that you can create it in your 3D experience. Because in the end of the day, all you're really doing is using yourself to call into your awareness and into your experience, an experience that you want. So you got to be living in your reality no matter what. So why don't we create one that is of your choosing? And that's fun. That's awesome. That's fulfilling. And that, you love to live in every day. I want that for all of you. And please know that it's possible. All right. So you can look on our website, and you can also click in the description box below for information about that brand new course of mine and information for one-on-one coaching. So if you need some help, just some one-on-one feedback, I'm also available for two things: one-on-one coaching and one-on-one hypnosis. I offer both of those through the website, and they're both very helpful in terms of manifesting marriage or manifesting anything in your reality with your SP or anything else at all. Okay. So I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. And please know, this is why that I've been doing less videos, because I've had a pretty exciting jam-packed 10 months, and now I'm married, and there's been a lot going on. So I intend to have more consistent videos, so you can look for those too. And also more tips and tricks that I've been using in my own life to manifest the life of my dreams, so that I can inspire you to also do the same. All right, so go out today and make it awesome, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.